Yeah, man, this your boy Take Upon. We right now chilling in the rack, man. Y'all watching The Humble Soul.
A Humble Soul, we checking back in, man. Another exclusive. We got Take Upon in front of the camera again, bro.
My boy, man. Shout out to A Humble Soul. You know how we rocking.
Man, it's good to chop it up with you again, bro.
For sure. You already know.
You know, the first interview, man, it did pretty good, man. It got a lot of good feedback. It's the first time I saw people like taking bits and pieces of my interviews, cropping my logo out and all that, and putting it on their channels, putting ads on it. You know
they love to steal the content, man, and put it out like it's their own.
Yeah, so that means that it was something that was gonna generate some views for them for sure. But that don't really happen a lot. But nah, they do this time. I may have to, strike. I'm gonna get that ad money. But nah, man. You talked about a lot of different things, bro. As far as like the people you came up with. Some of the controversial topics, even opening up about mental health. Yeah. Your friendship with LA, so on and so forth. King Von. It was a couple of comments that I saw, and they were pretty much wondering why you didn't touch on the situation with the dude, Cairo. Because you being somebody who's been outspoken and not really, you really don't have a problem with addressing anything. So up until this point, man, just seeing multiple videos with him, speaking about you, why haven't you addressed them, bro?
It's not that I haven't addressed them. It's just I'm addressing shit different. See, a lot of people, and I don't know if everybody, all my fans, have paid attention to this at all, but when the last time have y'all really seen me go back and forth with anybody? Like, I know I came in earlier doing that, you know what I'm saying, but as of late, it's been people outside of him that's been trying to pull me out of my character. But at the end of the day, that's not how I'm playing it now. Because once you play the internet games, that's all it is. It's not real then. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody say something negative about me, if it's real and I feel like it's real, I'm going to treat it as if it's real. This internet shit is play. People get on here, they play, they troll. I'm not trolling when it's real. I'll play with you when it ain't real. I'll get a part of that. I'll sit down and indulge in playiness. You know what I'm saying? When I think, when we both sides know it ain't real. And not to say like, when somebody say something about me like they don't mean it, that I ain't saying it ain't real like that. I'm just saying when you on the net playing, this shit not real. See, real life is life and death. You know what I'm saying? So when a motherfucker say something real to me that I feel like is real, it's getting addressed a different way. If I feel like it's something that I can play with on the net or I can get into some internet shit about, I do that. But if it is something real that I feel like I took offense to, I'm gonna take it different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit niggas say, I laugh at. Like, y'all people ain't seen me real live argue with no nigga back and forth. Not none of the niggas I was arguing with, like Breezy, Mimo, any nigga. Like, ain't no nigga seen me going back and forth with no nigga, not this year, not last year, not the year before that. Probably when I first came home and I had a lot to say and a lot to prove to niggas. Because a lot of people was running their mouth while I was in jail. So when I came home, I had a lot of people to address. But after I was done addressing people, I was done addressing people. You feel me? Like, I wasn't finna keep, like, because you gotta remember, bro, like, I'm like, probably did like 20 interviews when I first got out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably went on Rap Catch Up 250 times, bro, and within a motherfucking year and a half or 2 year span when I came home. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where I got tired of researching my name on YouTube and none of my videos is coming up. It's to a point where only me arguing with niggas or only me, doing little Wendy Williams female shit coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was none of my music, none of my actual work that was popping up. It was like a long list of me getting into it with people, and that started to look like that's who I was. And me being a nigga who I know I am, bro, I'm not trying to look like I just be on the net arguing with people, because I ain't him. I stand on business for real. You know what I'm saying? People just pull me out of my character trying to make me be internet. Because I don't play that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? But I had a lot of shit to address. But that don't mean that that's because what I did back then that I'm going to keep talking. You see the niggas who I used to argue with, they don't even play with me like that. They don't talk. I don't argue with niggas, bro. Because real shit that happened behind the scenes, where motherfucker had to be like, alright, if I ain't ready to go to that extent, let me stop playing with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be ready to go to that extent. Niggas don't be ready to go to that extent. Not all the time. So, with me and addressing anything, I don't address shit now. Not on the net, not for the people to sink their teeth into. I know how to address everything once I take it offensive. So that's what I be doing.
But aside from that, I mean, just mentioning like the stuff you went through with other 600 members, man, there was some footage that surfaced recently. I don't know if you got a chance to check it out about some people in 600, man, the dude Shark on Land, you know, being in a church or something like that, and a dude from O Block approaching him about like some whole snitching allegations with the dude, I guess Just Blow 600. I mean, you being from that hood, they being from that hood. Are these people you linked up with, and what did you think when you saw that video, bro? If you did check it out.
Lil Box, I know Lil Box, you feel me? Lil Shoebox, I know him, but I ain't never really chopped it up with him too much. But Shark, yeah, I know Shark. I grew up with Shark, you feel me? He was just on the block. I just was on the block. He was just on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't know what's to that shit they got going on, folk, because I really never really watched the video of like when him being in jail, but I heard what, like, cause I don't, like, shit don't be moving me for real. Like, a lot of shit, when I see it posted, I still be scrolling past it. Like, I be too locked in on what I got going on. So when I seen what I had saw, as far as the video with him and Just Blow, like, I fake seen it and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. You feel me?
Taking his weight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't got nothing to say about it, because I really don't know like what's the real, because bro, the situation that happened, like, I think Just Blow beat that case or some shit like that he ain't go down for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't no case he ended up losing, if I'm not mistaken. And when he went through the trials and tribulations, they didn't use nothing with Shark to convict him. Like, if Shark told him, then Shark should have been up there using the clapping for the case. He ain't booked for that. He ain't go down for that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what the fuck Shark really said, but he probably said some shit he shouldn't have said. But, like, I don't think he wrote no statement on him or nothing like that. I just think his ass is on that body cam running his mouth or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that body cam shit caught him. His ass was tweaking. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. As far as what I know, Just Blow ain't go down for that pipe, though. He ain't go down for that. He ain't get convicted for it or nothing. So if it was somewhere it was like, oh, the nigga really in the car with him got him cracked, he would have got cracked. You know what I'm saying? So it just be a lot. Like, you know, it's Shark wrong too, though, to a certain extent, I guess, because he shouldn't have just, I don't know, you should have just kept it peak. You know what I'm saying?
But have you ever been in a situation like that where you in a car, y'all get pulled over, it's somebody else gun in there, but they don't claim it, y'all all go down for it?
Yeah. All the guns, really, bro. My first pipe case was, I got bumped with a 30 that was somebody else 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't my 30. You know what I'm saying? It was they 30, but I got bumped with it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just had to, shit, I was in that bitch. I thought I was going to be able to bond out and shit like that, but I wasn't. I wasn't able to bond out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to bond out. But, yeah, that shit happens a lot, bro. You would be surprised, like, especially because you're not going to have a nigga be like, it's mine. Nobody about to say that. So you're going to end up in a situation where some shit can go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bite Down went to jail for one of my pipes. He didn't even have it. The police straight lied on him and said they seen him throw a gun that he never had, bro. I swear to God. And folks we all got arrested, went to the station, and he was in that bitch like, bro, me and him had a whole talk. He like, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. You better make sure I'm straight, bitch. You feel me? Like, this is a real conversation we having, because he knowing, like, they already saying I threw the pipe, for I know I didn't throw that pipe. This man had on jogging pants and everything. He wasn't even out there, for. He literally was walking up as the police was chasing all us through the hood. He didn't know why we was being chased, what the fuck happened on the block. That man was coming from somewhere, walked to the hood, and we was in the hood hot as hell. And police were chasing us all through the block. They snatched him up, and they told somebody they seen him throw a Glock 45.
I mean, bro, like even in a situation like that, you don't feel like it's right for you to speak up and let the people know, like, bro, nah, that's my gun.
Yeah, I see. The thing is though, like I just feel like I just, man, bro, and just because, like, even speaking of personal experience, like I didn't claim that gun when they put that bitch on folks. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing what the police not supposed to do, bro, is they not supposed to be able to just like play any, mini, money, mo. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just like if y'all don't got the evidence to say it's anybody guns, you just can't make it nobody gun. Like even getting pulled over in the car 4 deep and you find a gun in there, you shouldn't be able to just put it on the closest man to the gun, because there's no telling how that gun really got right there. Like y'all don't know if the folks that was sitting next to him tossed it under his seat. Y'all don't know if that motherfucker was really under his seat before they picked up folks, and folks ain't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what the underlay or the overplay be. You know what I'm saying? So police shouldn't be able to, if y'all can't really make these conclusions based off the facts y'all have, y'all shouldn't really be able to just play them type of games like, all right, okay, cool. Yeah. This is what we want to put it on. You shouldn't be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be able to do that.
So Tay, bro, we in the internet age now. There's cameras everywhere. You know, obviously smartphones. If somebody approached you, I think they said that Sharko Land was in a church or something like that. If you were in his shoes, or if you was in a situation and somebody tried to say like, bro, why did you snitch on such and such, and it's on camera, how would you respond in that situation?
First of all, bro, niggas be, I don't know, like, yeah, bro, I swear to God, that's why I keep my on me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm mad I had to say that, but this is just why I don't, because I don't, like, first of all, you gotta have a certain level of respect about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying Shark don't, you know what I'm saying? Shark, I'm pretty sure Shark gotta believe he's who he think he is, and he is one of them. He was one of them niggas on my block, so I can't really take nothing from him. But as far as like with me, ain't no nigga ever tried no shit like that with me, gang. Like, cause I got a different reputation about myself. Like, not saying Shark no, but like, bro, you play with me, you gonna lay, especially in person. Like, I don't know, like, ain't no nigga finna come try to get no laugh off me or go viral, like, cause now I'm finna make you go viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take a phone out, think you gonna play with me, you gonna be putting that motherfucker back in your pocket. I swear to God, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's gonna be shit coming all across your head, switches, all type of shit. Like, I'm not doing no talking. Like, once you whip a phone out, thinking you playing with me, especially if it's live, like this little video you recording, but if you think you live playing with me, on Lil Bum finna make your little ass famous. And that's just me, bro. Like, niggas don't, ain't no nigga ever seen me and even came like that, like, ever. And there's been niggas who I done seen who done tried that type of shit, like, over the net. So I say, be real shit, be fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if that situation real or fake. Like, I don't know if Box would have tweaked with him like that if he won the New Beginners Church on they block by himself. You know what I'm saying? Where he can kind of do that in a way where he can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a mutual grounds where it was just like them two running across each other in Foot Locker or something, I don't know if you'd have took that video out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to stand on the shit that you do what you say, and like, and don't let nobody play with you. Like, that's how I be. I don't let a motherfucker play with me. Like, even on anything on the net, just because you said something about me on the net and I ain't respond, that don't mean shit. That don't mean no motherfucker getting away with nothing like that. It's just, a lot of shit ain't for the net. You know what I'm saying? Like, when niggas take it to the net, that mean I don't think you see us on game. Like, I don't think you see us. Like, when I seen that, I don't. Like, Box probably just wanted to tweak off him or something on some funny shit. I don't think he wanted to do shit to Shark, or I don't know, gangster shit with Shark for real. He just fucking be just playing on BD, just doing shit that ain't real.
Can like an incident like that create like a bigger issue where it be the, what was it, 300, 600 type issue, or
I mean, like, when you do shit like that, it could lead to shit like that. I ain't just not even speaking to our hoods, but just like when you do that shit to niggas who from hoods that you clicked up with or you rock with, it can create, you know what I'm saying, a lot of falling out, you know what I'm saying? But that just give you an insight on how shit is already. Because like if everything was all love with everybody, kumbaya, all this internet shit you see and the shit that be going on and niggas and tweaking with others, we just seen this shit happen with Lemron. Like they was just on that bitch tweaking with Fool and like niggas like if it show you like well motherfuckers that already around here, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't even like motherfuckers doing shit that ain't really being done behind closed doors. Because if we was all locked in, you wouldn't even be able to get a glimpse of no type of shit like that happening amongst members. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just really show you like what shit headed, you know what I'm saying, already. What's brewing under the surface already.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I definitely have to ask you that because I know, I mean, 600. I know you represent 600. You represent 600.
Yeah.
But man, lately it's been like some footage surfacing of different people in the past, man. Especially like during that whole early drill wave, who were taken out. You know, like some footage of the OD, T-Roy, Lil JoJo. You know, man, when you see like stuff like that surfacing on the net, man, like. Does it make you kind of concerned? Like, you know, you really don't know like what's been captured, and you know, years later, technology is more enhanced, it's more and more cameras. But like, what do you think when you see stuff like that, bro?
I mean, it fucked my head up because you know, like you really don't be knowing how much motherfucker watching, how much they really got on camera, on footage. But it's also like a eye opener for me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see that type of shit, it's like they letting you in, showing you how much they can see or know. So you could take that information and you can become a better criminal or a better whatever you want to be. Or you can like take that information and just be sad about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I learned from shit like that. Like, oh, okay. Because the same way they got it all folks them on them bitches getting killed, they could have had all folks them on there killing them motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like when you put it, like I always do one of them things where I put myself on the other side or put a motherfucker in my shoes type shit. Like it's always like more than like just that situation. Like I said, like for them they was on them videos getting killed, but that could have easily been them in that same stove. That could have been Troy in that same stove killing one of them and getting booked. You know what I'm saying? Or that could have been smoking a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And getting booked. That could have been, you know, whoever else that was on the. That could have been them in reverse killing the motherfucker, and then it would have been like, damn, folks all on camera, they got this, they got that, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So it just showed me like, when you be in them stores, you be, man, that bitch don't work. Yeah, it work, folks. Stop thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker think, oh yeah, man, I be in that store all the time, I know that bitch don't work. Man, these stores a lot of these stores can't even stay open no more if they cameras ain't working. That's a motherfucking hazard. You know what I'm saying? Respect the come. Your cameras don't work now. That shit ain't about like 10 years ago. Your cameras don't work now. They'll shut this motherfucker down. Especially when you get into them stores that's in them certain neighborhoods where the police want to be able to come back and be like, yeah, let me get that footage out of this store. They don't want you. They don't want you working over here if you ain't finna be having no footage that work because they feel like you want us. You trying to help us out. Why you don't got no cameras set up, huh? Why your cameras that's here set up don't work, or they facing the way where we can't really see nothing going on? What you working with them? You O-block or something? That's how they'll do you, and then you look up and your motherfucker store closed or up for auction or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it like, damn, that's crazy. Like that's a way like motherfucker really like get bumped.
Yeah.
So it's like with me, that shit was crazy seeing, but it was also crazy knowing like, damn. Cause you know, like them videos, like kind of 3D as hell. Like it ain't like, oh damn, that is Troy right there. Like you really seeing folks, you really seeing the situation. You know what I'm saying? Really seeing his last moments on him, and that shit vivid as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like when I seen it, I'm just like, damn, look at my homie, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, look at folks. That's how that shit fucked me up, man, bro. But it's like an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I think I said this in the last interview. Like I'm one of them niggas, bro. I learn from other people. I try to keep myself out of the situations where I'm learning firsthand. Because a lot of the times, bro, when you learn it firsthand, you kind of fucking up for real. Because a lot of shit, when you got to learn it yourself, folk, ain't no telling what the outcome will be. You might not get another chance to redeem yourself for that or something. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well learn from you. Because sometimes when you don't learn, you die. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get another chance to come back and be like, hey, man, I could have did this or that. You know what I'm saying? So when I see shit like with folks them, I try to learn from everything, good or bad, because it's just gonna make me be able to survive better or get through Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Be able to come around and get around this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like what you even saying that, bro, like learning from other people. Man, for people to be able to survive like in the streets, like doing crazy stuff for so long, they gotta have a brain on the Lord on their side, or both, you know. But like with the dude, Troy T. Roy in particular, like with him having a certain reputation for being like, you know, one of them dudes is what they call steppers or whatever the case may be. Why do you feel like he allowed that to happen to him in that stove, bro?
Bro, honestly, that'll be a question that my whole hood and O Block and all the other hoods who cared about Troy want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, it's some good dudes that you even know that's in the streets that toke pipes and bang and slang iron. It's something where you be like, all right, okay, folks probably thought it wasn't that, so he ain't up his pipe. Like, Troy is one of those, like, he one of them type of niggas. He wake up, eat, sleep, shit, this drill shit, bro. Like, any static, he sense it. His pipe getting up, it might be already out. Like, you're not gonna get that close to Troy. Like, that's why some niggas' deaths be shocking and hurt more than others. It's not really like that we didn't believe it could happen to him. It's just in the matter of how shit be happening, it be like, damn, like with Troy, we all want to know when you start letting niggas do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start letting niggas get that close to you. When you start, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was one of them things where a lot of us feel like it was out of his character. You know what I'm saying? Because folks, he don't play, you ain't gonna get a chance to get up on Troy. Like,
dude looks super small too.
Yeah, he is. This is why, like, you not gonna get a chance, because he know, like, he gotta make it back home. Niggas try to grab him, want to fight him or something like that. All that ain't happening with Troy. Troy he the littlest nigga with the biggest gun, for like, that's how he always been. Like, he toting shit with shit, sticks, 50s, drums. He toting, when he got a Glock, he ain't toting 9s or nothing small. Folk got the biggest Glock in the O Block on phone, whatever the biggest gun is, Troy got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was one of them type of niggas.
Was he somebody who you would have considered to be a savage, or was he a cool dude? Like,
he was both. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Troy, just like Von. Like, he one of them niggas, if you was his homie, you would love him to death. You would laugh at him. They crack jokes. But they got, like, demon humor. Like, they got, like, humor. Like, laugh at your dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Or type of niggas, they just got demonic humor. But they humorous guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love them, only niggas who in their way is scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, T-Roy, you ain't got to be scared of him if you one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? But if you on that other side, you should be terrified of him. Like niggas was terrified of him, like, and for good reason. You know what I'm saying? So he was definitely a savage. You know they call him Lil Savage, like Lil Boss T, Savage, Troy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Troy, man, shorty, he invented savage. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a savage before Von. Like, boy, Troy.
Why you say that?
Because he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, Von wasn't, like, he wasn't never no bitch or done it. Like, but Troy just jumped out the porch before him. Like, he wanted that life before Von. You know what I'm saying? Like, Von wanted that life too, but he wanted it just a little bit earlier than Von did. You know, it's probably a little nigga syndrome. You growing up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers thinking, like, everybody thinking you 10 years old, trying you and shit like that. And you get to a point, you probably got to a point where you was tired of motherfuckers thinking because he little as chicken. Yeah. And he probably just want to start spanking motherfuckers early, you know what I'm saying? That's how he been. You know what I'm saying? Von, he always had hands. So even before he was like on that fighting shit, he'd catch you in school and beat the fuck out you. Like, catch you on BD. When he was in Hyde Park, he was beating the fuck out of dude and them and them. Like, he's one of them niggas, you know, he handsome guy. People think he's chicken, he fucking they hoes or something. And they run up on him thinking he's sweet, he beat the brakes out there, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what type of nigga he was. But Troy, you know, that little nigga shit, you get to a certain age, you can't be in high school 5 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't 4'11", all that shit, nah, that ain't gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? So, it probably was one of those things where he just was probably a little short motherfucker. He got tired of motherfucker thinking it was a game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know OD?
Yeah, I knew O. He got killed when I was a shorty. But yeah, I knew O. O blew at me before.
He shot at you before?
Yeah, Oath blew at me before, man.
What happened in that situation, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just a little situation where our blocks had a little animosity with each other over some shit that had nothing to do with them. They was actually aiding and assisting Front Street. D-Thing from Front Street, D-Thing from my hood, and one of the guys from Front Street had a little issue over a female. You know what I'm saying? And they was blowing at each other. It was like they was shooting at each other and they best friends was shooting at each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? They used to be folks from Front Street and his two besties and D-Thing from my block and Lil Boo and folks them. Lil Boo and they other bestie. I ain't gonna say his name because he's still alive. But they used to be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned into one of them things where it was a little issue and they end up getting into it one day with folks in them, and O-Block was with them. You know, he the type of nigga for ain't finna be no shooting if he ain't busting his gun. Like, so when shit started happening, he started busting his gun. You know what I'm saying? And he was busting that bitch at us. He was busting that bitch at us on King David.
He ain't hit you though.
Nah. He wasn't blowing just at me. It was like a couple of motherfuckers. It was like a lot. It was just a little scenery, you know what I'm saying, a little movie.
Man, that's crazy, bro. The dude who O-Block is named after was shooting at y'all.
Yeah, I don't fun them. You feel? But the next day, that shit got squashed, you know what I'm saying? And
somebody shooting at you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we the guys, folks, so no motherfucker don't get shot or killed. You feel me? Niggas could eradicate. You can eradicate shit. You can come back from shit like our hoods, bro. They ain't always got along. Like, my block specifically was in tour with every hood we clicked up with.
For real?
Yeah. Like, we used to get into it with certain niggas from our hood because we was clicked up with other niggas. Like, we had homies, like a hood called SKD. We used to be clicked up with them. But the whole time we was clicked up with them, they was into it with O-Block. They was into it with Blackgate. Front Street ain't like them because Front Street was clicked up with Blackgate. We was the only BD hood fucking with these niggas, bro. Like, nobody liked them. Nobody fucked with them but us. And folk them wasn't fucking with us because we was fucking with them, but we ain't get no fuck. We don't need to fuck with y'all because niggas wasn't letting it be known like we don't fuck with y'all. Just a little sneaky talk when motherfucker come around, niggas acting like they don't fuck with certain niggas and shit like that. But
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have animosity, shootouts, all that with every hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, after we was clicked up with SKD, we got into it with them and started fucking with folks and them the niggas from Blackgate, we was in tour with folks them with SKD. Then we cut them off and got into it with them. We was kicking it with Blackgate.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these the guys, folks. They always been the guys.
Would you say that's wishy-washy to a certain extent, though? It sounds like it on the outside.
Yeah, wishy-washy as hell, man. But see, I blame our big guys, though. See, they did that shit. That's really who locked us in. You know what I'm saying?
You say you blame it on the big guys.
Yeah, I blame that shit on big folks now, man, because big folks in them was clicking us up with them. We ain't really know, like, I damn sure ain't no folks in them ain't fuck with them niggas we was fucking with. Because at one point in time, a lot of our big homies from my hood, they used to be GD. So they knew these SKD niggas, they had grew up with a lot of them too. And they was really GD. So a lot of them was locked in on some shit when we was younger. And, you know, that shit came into fruition later on down the line. And we just, us being the younger guys, when folk them started fucking with them shit, we all had to fuck with them.
Yeah.
It was one of those type of things, but yeah, I blame big folks now.
Hey, bro, so hold on. So, how does a hood I assume now, is it predominantly BD or is it mixed now?
No, it's predominantly BD.
But at one point in time, it was GDs.
Yeah, like, bro, like, see, before we really got into it with the GDs, man, like, it used to be like everybody was really GD, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's not too many niggas out here that's BD that could say I didn't flip BD. I was always BD. And like, it's not a lot of niggas that could say that. There's a lot of niggas BD now because when Sosa came out and Dirk was doing their thing, they made BD popular as fuck, and niggas it got to a point where we was blowing up, but we was dissing the GD so hard, niggas ain't want to get caught being GD. I ain't gonna lie, this is how it seemed. So a lot of niggas, bro, after 2012 started flipping BD, and now, like back then, bro, even though my hood like been BD in the Calumet building, which is like the mecca of the BDs, was in our hood. A lot of niggas was GD back in my day. Like, a lot of niggas, I watched niggas get flipped. I flipped niggas myself. Like, I remember this shit for sure. Like, it's predominantly BD9, but every hood that shit was like 60-40 at one point in time. Like,
did they say was 600 Breezy a GD at first or something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it some other people from your hood that was GDs too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Was you ever a GD?
No. No, never a GD.
So you one of the ones that didn't flip?
Nah.
I think they said that about Lil Reese too. They said he never flipped or nothing. Like,
for them. He from the Met building, so you know what I'm saying. Shit like that be going on.
Why you start laughing when I asked you that though?
Cause it just some niggas be flipping for, but I'm happy I can say I wasn't a flipper.
Is that a bad look?
I mean, it's really not a bad look. It's just, you know, the people who gonna try to play on your top, they gonna use that against you. Like, nigga, all that bitty shit, nigga, you used to be a brick. Like, they'll say shit like that. They ain't gonna say it's really an issue because a lot of motherfuckers really don't be, like, giving a fuck what you used to be. It's like what you is right now.
You represent right now.
You know what I'm saying? But the people who like to troll and shit like that, they'll probably be like on some shit like that.
Man, bro, I want to ask you this too. Speaking of GDs and whatever the case may be, and you just said brick. Like last interview, I asked you about, you know, how you was playing FBG Duck song on Instagram or whatever the case may be, and the response you received after that. But did you ever know his brother Brick? Like, and did you ever have any encounters with him, like in the real world or even in prison?
Yeah. I had an encounter with him in the real world and in prison.
Talk about that, bro.
See, in the real world, I watched folks pop his ass.
What you mean? What you talking about?
One of the guys, boy, when we was a shorty, we all used to meet up DT and shit. You know what I'm saying? And on phone, we used to be fighting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be, us and the ops, we used to link up downtown, like by where you was staying last time. We used to link up, like, up the street from down there. Because at one point, like, nobody that was in our hoods, like, in these hoods when we was shorty, nobody knew about downtown. Like, we wasn't going down there. But when people started going downtown, we all felt like we was getting away. At one point in time, downtown was, like, treacherous. Like, it was all type of hoods.
For real?
Yeah, because we was all getting on the train,
nice going
downtown. You know, the bitches was down there. We would be going downtown, walking around, or in some stores. Some phone them would be stealing. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like a breath of fresh air versus what we...
It's a getaway.
Yeah, it's kind of like a getaway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go down there, see some new shit, see some hoes, eat some shit you ain't eating in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was like a getaway, but it was also like it was like that for both sides. Like, it wasn't just
P's and Q's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll go down there and shit like that. And wait, what was the question again?
About Brick.
Yeah, like,
so you said
I go down there and see shit like him. And one day we ran into their ass down there, man. And
what happened?
Shit, we was shorty. You know, Brick, he older than Duck. Duck older than us. You know what I'm saying? So he like 2 years older than Duck. So when we 14, 13, he already a grown ass man, 18, 19. Man, he must chase folks and them, man. Folks got tired of running. He turned around and blew his ass down.
He shot him.
Yeah, he shot him. Yeah, he popped him. Yeah, folks went to jail for that shit too and came home.
Who was it? You don't want to say the name?
No, I ain't gonna say his name.
He still around?
Yeah.
You think people watching this gonna know who you talking about though?
Yeah. All the folks who know. But on video, he popped the fuck out his ass on video. And then, like, that was when I was a shorty. And when I seen him, I had seen him in the county. I seen him in the county and shit. You know, he a bug. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be one of them niggas you hear about him in the county. He be whooping, catching. He one of them of us. He trying to catch folks in them in there and beat them. He ain't ducking his shit or nothing. So he trying to catch one of us and fuck him up. So when I got in the county, I heard, like, you know what I'm saying, he was in there whooping motherfuckers. He was booked for like a folk card or something. I think Brick was booked for a minute. And when he had got out of shit, I mean, when I had ran into him, I had just came from whooping a nigga. And in jail, after you fight, they gonna send you to this shit called CERMAC, which is basically like the medical wing, the medical part of the county. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to CERMAC and, you know, you gonna sit over there. It's a big ass room. All of y'all got on y'all cuffs and shit like that. And they be shackling motherfuckers to like a thing. So they did that because niggas used to, certain niggas are walking there. Niggas be in that bitch fighting. You know what I'm saying? With your cuffs on and everything.
How you gonna fight somebody with your cuffs? I'm gonna let you finish the story, man.
It happens, gang. It happens. No cap. So, like
that sounds like something off a movie or something, bro.
That shit get real.
You don't fought somebody in cuffs before?
Hell yeah. Cause the nigga gonna try to fight you, you gonna have to get down on him for like, you you gotta be ready for that shit in the county. Like, it be going up like that. So, like, I just came from whooping a nigga and shit at court. So, when they brought me to Cermak, you know, they gotta check my hands and shit. Motherfucker be biting you, having AIDS. They be having to give you a little rundown after you get into it with a nigga. So, I'm in Cermak and shit. And I look to my right, I see a motherfucker match, because at this point I haven't seen him in years. So, I don't really know
what he on.
I don't not even know what he on. Like, I don't even know how he look no more. Like, I looked and I recognized him after a while, but he had dreads when I seen him in the world. In jail, he had braids. Like, it wasn't even dreads that he had braided to the back. He literally, like, combed this shit out or something and had his braids to the back. So when I catch, you know how you feel somebody looking at you, I'm like out my peripheral trying to see who the fuck is this. So I'm looking at shit. I'm like, I don't know these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But because of who I am, sometimes niggas be staring me down on some fan shit. So I don't be knowing, like, how to take it if I don't know who you is. I don't know what that mean, you know what I'm saying? So I end up doing some shit like, after a while, he must have like, yeah, what up, boy? Like, gave me one of those. And I'm like, yeah, this gotta be a op. But when I looked in his face on video, I get right on it. I'm, what's up? Fuck you talking about, I know it is. Now I'm on his ass on BD. We finna size each other up. He ended up falling back though, I ain't gonna lie. It's like he wanted to see what I was on or something on BD. But he ended up falling back. And it went so crazy. When we got out, both of us, another op tried to say I had ran from him in jail. And he tweeted the op like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a lie. Shorty seen me. He ain't ducking shit.
Damn, that's
like,
respect.
Like, Breck, he told the nigga, like, it's another nigga, op that's dead, actually. He was like, yeah, nigga, you was ducking your shit from Brick. Whoa. I tweeted Brick, like, boy, I was ducking my shit from you. What happened when we seen each other in jail? He instantly, nah, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't duck your shit. You was ready. Ooh. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta do all that. I'm for him. And he was beating shit in there. I know a couple of homies who we fucked up in the county. For real. So, yeah. But me, I'm the type of nigga, I ain't never ducking my shit. Because niggas like, they can't wait to say they had a nigga like me ducking my shit. That shit gonna come out eventually. Yeah. They gonna get out just like he got out. Yeah. And he would have loved to been able to probably get out and say he whooped me or did something to me, but I ain't going like that.
That was the last time you saw him?
Yeah, that was the last time I seen him in person, up in the county.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I want to ask you about that. I don't think I ever... you probably talked about that on your YouTube or something. But,
but no, I ain't never asked about
okay, so you did have run-ins with other... Was all of y'all, like, cool at one point in time, though? Or
Yeah. We was all cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain niggas wasn't gonna be cool. Like, you have to be really around. Like, I'm one of them niggas, bro. Like, I've been around this shit long enough to see the transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of niggas who weren't in it until after we was into it. But when you talking to me, you talking to a historian. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, these guys, I'm been around long enough to remember going to school with these niggas, like, having fights, helping these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to fight together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just told a motherfucker in the interview, like, who had the hands? Like, who got hands from the house? Like, and Duck and Scrap, they had hands. Like, we used to fight with these niggas. I done seen these niggas whoop shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me and Scrap from MOB, we was the same age. Like, this was like one of my homies. Like, I know he used to be beating shit because once our schools got into it, like, he whooped some of folks now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I already knew what time it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give them for their credit.
Damn, bro, so the Scrap dude, ain't that the didn't he have like issues with the Lil Steve or something like that? And you talked about that. Yeah. But y'all used to be cool at one point in time. Though.
Yeah, it was crazy because when he ended up getting locked up for Steve murder, it was like, it just was like, damn, like this was one of my first introductions to this street shit. Like, you know, they killed Lil Steve when he was 14. Steve older than me by a couple months. So, like, when that shit happened, it just made me like, damn.
14 years old.
Yeah, Steve was 14.
He got killed at 14 years old.
Yes.
And he was already a savage.
Yes, he was already. That's what I'm telling you, like, bro, we've been out here a long time. Like, nigga, Steve was already labeled a gangster. Like, he wasn't just getting in this shit when he got killed. Like, he was already a real thoroughbred gangster at this time of him getting killed. Like, and had been like that. I know you probably, I don't fuck a 14-year-old. Been like that. He was like that. He was like that when I met him. He was like that when he died.
Man, tell you, for somebody who's not from Chicago, bro, like, in your opinion, like, what would you define, how would you define a gangster, bro?
I've defined a gangster as far as like his mental. You know what I'm saying? Like how he think. It's not even about what he do, because I know a lot of gangsters. Like I like to label myself a gangster, but I don't think I'm a nigga that do shit like other niggas who think they gangster do it. Like gangsters, sometimes niggas confuse gangsters with all that tough shit. And that tough shit ain't gangster to me. You know what I'm saying? A gangster is like a nigga who like just know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like can't nothing nobody do or say make him not that person. Like even when I say like gangster, right? A gangster to me is a nigga who's just gonna stand on his business. Like I said this shit before a lot of times. Like I ain't no nigga. I'm not the nigga who felt like I gotta put in all this work every day and night to prove I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of them type of dudes, bro. Like I spent a lot of time laughing, playing, fucking bitches, trying to get some money, whatever that was. But I dig your grave. You know what I'm saying? And I put you in that bitch. And bro, like, that's the type of shit I label a gangster. Like, gangsters don't gotta run around trying to make everybody believe that they gangster, or trying to put in all this work, taking all these risks to be perceived as somebody. Gangsters is comfortable in their skin. Gangsters know, regardless of who talking or what's being said, nigga, I am who I am. That's why when you ask me about, you know, addressing shit, it's like, bro, when I'm a gangster, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't none no nigga say or do take that from me, because it's too publicized. Like, everybody in this world that done any history or homework on this culture know who I am. I used to make niggas rap about shit I did out in the street. I ain't used to go in the studio and say, yeah, folks, make this song about me, or make this verse about me. The shit I did outside in the trench made niggas get in that booth and say, yeah, taste his 100, he gon' smoke you. Taste his 100, he gon' clap you. Taste his 100 up them Rugers. Kill this nigga. My actions made niggas say that. I didn't have to go around trying to make people believe that's what I was, cause I was a happy-go-lucky guy. I'd rather you think I'm sweet. I ain't gonna lie. Dig your own grave. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster. When niggas run around, cause you know I see the vibes. I see niggas who try to invite that image, who want that name, who want that, you know, type of cachet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that cachet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. Just know, you play, you lay. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spend my time taking care of my son and being around my family, gang. But I dig your grave, folks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like a gangster is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get the gangster and the savages and all that shit confused, bro. A savage, man, like, he living his life on the edge. He emotional. He not using his head. He not really doing shit smart. You know what I'm saying? He just a savage. He's a menace. He's a, you know what I'm saying, a nigga who just like move off impulse. You know what I'm saying? And them type of niggas, savages do get killed. I ain't trying to be no savage, bro.
If you could do it all over again, would you still had gang banged and took the route that you took, bro?
See, the thing is, bro, I think I was just telling motherfucker this too in another interview, like, gang banging don't always be the problem. It's about how knee deep you decide to be in this shit, bro. Because it's a lot of niggas, bro, that is in real life professions, like, you know, like in the NBA, in the NFL, in all these pro leagues, and doing good for themselves, and they real street niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell niggas all the time, like, D-Rose a real street nigga, bro. Derrick Rose.
You supposed to be GD?
Yeah, like, he's a real street nigga. Like, he don't gotta go and air out the ops or none of that to prove he a real street nigga. Like, he didn't have to go that far into this shit to be a real street nigga, but he a street nigga. And everybody know in the rack, when he come here, he good. He walked through water through this bitch, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he was around this shit enough and involved enough, he didn't say, all right, I'm gonna go full-fledged, knee-deep in this shit. Well, it's to the point I'm shooting niggas, popping niggas, risking going to jail, doing all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it. But this shit that I got going on, this basketball shit, it's more important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas like Zach Randolph and, man, there's so many other niggas, especially niggas that used to be in the league, like Steven Jackson them and all them niggas, bro. niggas was real gangsters, bro. Like real street niggas that you would see outside and it'd be having 10 niggas with 30s on them with them and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about how much you choose to, like, I could have been gang banging and being BD, but I could have been in the NFL doing that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have made it to the NFL literally off my talent, bro. And I could have still, when I come back to the rack, shake up with my niggas, you know, show them love, keep a couple of them with me. But, you know, I chose to fucking get to it. My hands too dirty. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it be, bro. Sometimes when you get your hands too dirty, it be hard for you to even, like, I know a lot of homies who, like, could have did professional shit, but they just got their hands too dirty and they end up getting too much of this street shit under their belt, and that's all they wanted. Like, they ain't, like, I know for them, like, used to be in AAU tournaments and all type of shit, like, when I was a shorty coming up for hooping, and it's like, once they got a taste of really being out here, it's like, that's what the fuck happens, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I hate one of the things where you get caught in this shit young, bro, because when you young, bro, you so easily influenced, bro, by either anything. Like, anything could sway your whole life when you that young. Like, you can have some happen in front of you one time, and that's what happens, bro, because you so young. Like,
impressionable.
You very impressionable when you a kid. Like, that's why, like, even as, like, I got a 5-year-old son. Like, whatever I don't want him acting like and instilling, I just never do it in front of him, bro. So it's like, you gotta pick and choose. Like, when you a shorty, when you 13, 14, 12 years old, anything can fascinate you. Anything can be like, oh yeah, ooh, I want to do that.
Are you concerned about him taking the same path you took, bro?
Yeah, this is why I always try to, like, my son, he don't live in Chicago. He live in the outskirts. He don't go to school in Chicago. He go to a school that I pay $80 every Friday and $300 every first of the month. So,
for real?
Yeah, like, this is the price I gotta pay them to keep my son where he is, you know what I'm saying? And keep him the way he is as long as I can. I'd rather him not go to these schools where the kids, because like I said, they all 5'4", 2, 7, they all impressionable. Some of these other kids, they don't come from the same household he come from. They don't come from love. They don't come from sharing. They don't come from being nice. None of that. And my son, I don't want to call him green, but he's a baby. He not no overly grown 5-year-old. He's a 5-year-old. Like, he's one of those stereotypical like how a 5-year-old should be, what a 5-year-old should care about. That's what he care about. He not nothing outside of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get to when some of them parents, they be instilling shit in their kids be cursing, their kids be bad as hell, doing certain shit like evil, vindictive. They come from them type of situations, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they feed off into, or that's what they do when they in school. You know what I'm saying? You come to school, these little kids be in there stealing, writing bad words in the notebooks and shit. Like, no, my son, I keep him, I try to keep him, I want to keep him clean, you know what I'm saying? I want my son, I don't want him to be caught up in none of this shit. So I just, I pay that price.
No, for sure, yeah. he said they cussing, they stealing, they writing bad stuff.
Bro, you know the kids be bad as hell, man. You be like, damn, why you act like that? You are like, it ain't even like cute bad. It be just like, come on, bro.
Like, where the parents? Where
the mama, daddy at, bro?
I be running into so many kids nowadays. I was like, it ain't the same how it used to be, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the respect level and all of that, dog.
It's just not. And with my son, bro, like I make posts about this shit all the time. Like, it be hurting me even seeing him get older, because I know at a certain point in time I'm not gonna be able to create this force field for him where he live in this world that I done created. He gonna go in the real world where I'm not gonna be able to be like, well, I could just move him out of town or move him to this nice school. No, he gonna have to go through real shit, and he gonna have to go through the real world. So as far as right now, where I can dictate the shit that I can dictate, I just try to keep him safe and clean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I do want to ask you this too. So I've run across a couple people who they'll be like, man, my father was in the street, so that influenced me to be in the streets.
Yeah.
Although you're saying that you don't have your son around the same environment that you came up in, if he chose to take that path and say join BD, you know what I'm saying, Black Disciples, like would you still embrace him the same, or would you push him away from that? Like how would you feel, bro?
I'm gonna love my son and accept him for whatever he decide to do, because I'm not a hypocrite. Like I'm not one of them people who gonna like judge, because I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did it to the fullest extent. So I'm like I said, I try to keep him away from the life as long as possible. Like my daddy, he tried to do it to me, but it got to a point where he had to see that I was already in.
Your dad was BD too?
No, my daddy was GD. My daddy is GD, but my daddy was in the feds when I was going through what I was going through. I remember you saying that, yeah. So he didn't have a chance to really like steer me away from this shit on his own. But like with me, I'm gonna try to steer my son away. But once I get a glimpse that it's like, 'cause I know when it's too late. I know when the streets got you. I know when you can't come back or be innocent anymore. So if it's to that point, I'm gonna help him be the best street nigga he can be. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna fight with you, bro. You already out here. Me fighting with you ain't gonna do nothing but push you away. Now I'm somewhere I can't see my son. He won't confide in me. He won't come to me. He won't talk to me about none of the shit he going through, because he think I'm gonna judge him, or I'm gonna try to, you know, tell him something he don't want to hear. Yeah. So not saying like I'm gonna condone it, but like if it's to a point where I see, like my mama, I had to do this to my mama. Like I went to jail for a pipe when I was 14, 13 years old. Like at that point, you gotta look in the mirror as a parent and be like, look, if he toting guns, he obviously already in too deep. There's nothing I can really be like, son, stay away, don't do this, don't do that. He already in it. He had doing, like, I just gotta, as a mom, be like, hey son, such and such. Like it got to a point where my mama used to be like, it turned to her trying to shield me from it, to her asking me every day when she seen me, you got your gun with you? I used to be like, yeah, she alright.
What she used to call it? You said your son?
She used to call my son. She used to be like, yeah, you got your son with you. Like, it's like, because at this point, she got to be realistic. Like, my son in it. I got to help him move righteous if this is how he coming. So, with my son, like, I just probably be on some shit like, alright, nigga. You really want to, now I'm going to give you street shit 101. Since this is what you got going on, I'm about to teach you everything, man. To show you how real this shit can be. I'm going to tell my son early, like, you know, I named him after a nigga that's dead. So, he going to learn, like, this is what's going to happen, son. Like, your uncle's supposed to be here right now. But he not, he dead, nigga. So, he going to learn early what this shit can be, what it can do.
Hey, how are we doing?
So you mentioned, bro, that your father is a GD. How did you become a BD? And did that create like any type of rift or conflict? Like, is your family like mixed? Is it GDs and BDs, or?
There's a lot more BDs in my family since I came and became BD, because you know I kind of set the trend. Even though I do got a cousin, ABE, he was BD, and you know his hood where he grew up in the hundreds, they was BD. So he like 2 years older than me, so he was already BD, you know what I'm saying, from his hood, but he wasn't as flamboyant as me. Like, you know, the BDs from my area, bro, we just bleed that shit. Like, every 5 seconds, it's on BD, on King. Like, you gonna know a BD from my end, bro. You're not gonna leave the interview not knowing what he is. I promise you. He gonna merch it on all his dead homies 80 times. Like, we just flamboyantly, rambunctiously BD. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, when I became BD, I was putting it in my family face, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we was into GD, so I was GDK as hell. I used to be making them mad. Like, my daddy, he was in the Fed, so it's like I could never really talk to him directly about this shit. I wouldn't do it with my father anyway, on some funny shit. I'll do it on some funny shit. Like, I do it on some funny shit now, you feel me? But I never disrespect my dad like that, but
it ain't create no issues though, you say, with your pops?
Nah, it created issues, not with my pops, but like with people who wanted me to be GD in my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you gotta understand, in my area, in my era, we creating a lot of GDK type of, you know, content. You know what I'm saying? And GD's not citywide hearing that shit, and they just ain't like, oh, he talking to his ops. Like, no, they felt like we was saying fuck all you niggas. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of people in my family who really ain't listen to Keith, We really ain't listen to Dirk, Reese, Fredo, none of them niggas. Like, ain't like nothing they was putting out, ain't fuck with none they had going on. Because they used to feel like, nigga, y'all be dissing the GDs too much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, when they found out, like, I was a BD, and they found out I was from where these niggas from who do all that, they like, oh, hell nah. And they thought it was to a point where they can, like, get me back, or get, well, not back, but get me, they right, basically, where they could make me GD, but that shit was over with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was definitely over with. You know what I'm saying? I had cousins and shit. I wasn't even going to a family reunion. We had family reunions every day. Every year back in the day. I wasn't even going to that shit because I ain't want to be around their ass too much on fun because they used to be trying to flip me and shit like that.
For real.
Yeah.
Did you ever get the boxing with any of them?
Yeah.
For real, for real? Yeah.
Yeah, one of my cousins, bro, like, because at one point in time, they really felt like, shit, we was really on that. And I'm like, me, bro, I'm not all that explaining myself. I'm going to drop the rakes in my cousin's face. I swear to God, like, I used to be on some shit like, what?
Tripping.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm a young turned nigga. Y'all don't be woofing at me, man. On phone them, you woofing at me. And then I used to feel like some people used to be trying because my daddy was booked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of my cousins, like my older cousins that was like 7, 8 years older than me, they used to be trying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some shit like, yo, we'll fuck your little ass up. I'm going to blow one of y'all shit up. I used to be on some shit like that because I can't fight y'all. Y'all 20s, I'm 15. Y'all mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
Was you joking or was you serious?
As far as like on some GDK shit or popping them?
Yeah, popping them.
I mean, if they'd have fucked me up, I was gonna pop them, hell yeah. I wasn't finna let no grown man put their hands on me. I ain't never played that game. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cousins and all. I respect you niggas. Like I've always been a nigga like, bro, I ain't never been GDK for my family. Like, I ain't never, as much as I play with them, as much, I'm a family nigga, bro. Like, even back then, one of my cousins could have called me and said, one of my BD homies fucked them up or took something with them, and I would have went and picked up folks, and we would have fucked my homie up. Like, I'm a family nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, even though for them GDK and I'm GDK, I expect at least my family to know, like, he ain't talking to us, he love us, but they used to be taking that shit to the heart sometimes. I used to be liking that. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. What you saying the whole GDK break, so you was around when, and did you know, like, Lil JoJo, and do you remember, like, how that happened with the whole BDK when he put that song out back then? I know it was, like, short-lived, but, like, did you ever, like, have any interactions with him or encounters with him? Lil JoJo?
I used to have encounters with, like, his brother or him.
Swag De Niro?
Yeah, like, we used to, like, for them used to be on the net woofing a lot. JoJo was a real big Twitter tweaker, you know what I'm saying? He was big on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it used to be like a lot of that going on, a lot of him and Reese back and forth, a lot of him and such back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when he made that song, the impact was crazy, bro, because it was like, first I felt like it was crazy because sometimes when you give a whole, he gave his side the voice. Like, when Chief Keef and Dirk and them started doing they 1-2, we kind of left the ops in the dust. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, they was getting left behind. They ain't have the money or the manpower to really bump with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause once folding them, like, we was already fucking them up broke. Like, once money came into play, it was like sayonara for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ass ain't finna get nothing out this shit. Like, nothing. And to a certain extent, it's still like that. Like, they still struggling to get in because of how folks in them made it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Folks in them got in that dough first, and now they get to control the narrative. So you ain't gonna get in the dough for real at least, unless folks don't want you in. Because there's too many niggas with power that fuck with them already. They ain't gonna come in. Like, why you think Meek Mill, you think these niggas ain't never heard of folks from the other side and like they music, but they ain't gonna sign them? You ain't finna catch none of ops being a chaser. They not finna be Maybach Music. They not finna be 4PF. None of that. Only thing they could probably be is NBA 4K Trey, and you know why they could probably be that, because folks don't. He get into it with our homies. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, them niggas can't get in. So, like, with JoJo, like, he was kind of like kicking that door down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was kicking it down to a point where when he made that BDK shit, like, you know, like I told you, the GDs needed a voice. They got tired of even the ones that we weren't talking to felt like we was talking to them. And when he came out, he basically was speaking for all the ones who've been ready to speak against us. You know what I'm saying? So when he came out with that BDK, all the GDs that felt disrespected by us and all the GDs that was getting disrespected by us, they flocked behind him, whether they knew him, whether they was from his area or not. Like, he was touching GD souls from all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas just wanted to have somebody or rock with somebody who they felt like was speaking for them. So JoJo, when he started doing his thing, he was on some real, you niggas all BD, I'm BDK. You know what I'm saying? And that was a thing we weren't used to. Because that set off all our antennas too. Like, a lot of us didn't know him until that BDK shit. I tell niggas all the time, Brick Squad is not by most of the hoods that's BD. Yes.
So that's that with JoJo though. Like, so he created that anthem for him to a certain extent. But what about when you heard like what you say was similar when Ruger did the GDs in the dough?
Yeah.
Or was that not the same
I feel
impact?
like it was. I mean, it had an impact though, because at that point I was finding out niggas was GD that I never knew was GD. Like, I swear. Like, it was,
hold on, what you mean you just said?
Like, I was following niggas on the net, and when that GDs in the dope came out, it was all type of niggas coming out. Oh yeah, they didn't let the. I'm just like, damn, when was you GD? When the fuck did that happen? Like, you niggas was just, and this is what we talking about. Motherfuckers be scared to claim what they claim because of niggas like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done kind of gave the GDs, like, not saying like they niggas scared to claim GD, but a lot of these younger GDs, they don't be out loud with that shit, bro. They don't be banging that shit how we bang when we bang. You know what I'm saying? Because being GD, I ain't gonna say it's frowned upon now, but it's just like, it's a little more dangerous. Because there's so many niggas dick riding us or trying to fuck with us that you really don't know who you can be GD in front of. You might be GD from MOB or GD from one of these hoods where a nigga don't know, or you a op or something, and it be niggas, it don't even have to be one of us. It be a nigga who dick ride us, or a nigga who wanna fuck with us or listen to our music that'll drop your low. Like, hey boy, ain't y'all into it, such such? Why I just heard him in here. Ooh boy, his ass go to my school, boy, I speed with his ass. I'm in 5th period with him every day. Do you straight like that? You know what I'm saying? So, it like that GD and the dope shit, you know what I'm saying? It had motherfuckers popping out. Oh yeah, I'm GD, I'm GD, I'm GD.
Yeah.
Had that going on, shit like that. So.
When you said she was cool with Scrap, that's supposed to be his brother, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any run-ins with Ruger?
I really, nope. I never, like, bro, I don't know if Ruger was booked or something, we was shorties. But I never really seen him until he got older and shit like that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Nah, man. But aside from that, man, like what's going on with you, bro? Like what's on the radar for 2023? Like, music-wise, any other things, endeavors you got your hand in? Like, what's the future looking like for you?
I think I'm gonna come out of retirement this year. I think I will. I'm gonna come out of retirement, and I've been retired, and I think I'm gonna come out of retirement because I just, you know, I got some deals that I just signed, and I got some marketing that I'm locked in with. Shout out to the dope throwback team. We got the Leafs, all the Leafs, throwback Leafs and cut Leafs coming out. You know, I'm a part of that team, one of the faces of throwback. So from the start back, doing a lot of marketing and promoting my brands and my face again. You know, I just been chilling. You feel me? As of late, just trying to behind the scenes, you know, like lock in. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit you do in front of the cameras, I want to have things in the chamber so I can like roll it out. Like, I have to do this after I do this, do this after I do that, drop that after I drop this video after this, and have it all the way in the cut, already ready to be. You feel me? You know, dropped and shit like that. So I just really been working. Like, I got a lot of shit going on. I got a lot of things finna come out. I'm just pushing it right now.
Bro, like, how do you haven't dropped like a real project in a minute, so how do you stay afloat?
Hey, you wanna know so crazy? People ask me that all the time. They think I sell drugs or something. Like, man, what the fuck do you do? But I really, like, bro, and it's crazy because it's just, I can only imagine if I really like apply the pressure what I could do or what the money I can have. But I just, bro, rap pays good, and it pays being a legend. It pays being one of the ones that they remember, because what I've noticed is like that goes a long way nostalgia wise. Like, some people just like bro, I grew up off you, bro. I just gotta get a song with you. And it's weird for me to hear because I'm 26, so I don't know what a nigga mean when he say he grew up off me. Nigga, I grew up. I'm still growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that. I get it, but I'll be shocked by it. But like, you know, people have that nostalgia with the original drill members that they used to seeing, and I'm one of the last ones left. So
yeah,
you know, I benefit off being where I was, and you know, I kind of feel like shit. I'm happy, and I feel like shit. That's one thing we all should be able to benefit off having to be. We was all out here early, probably too early. Lost a lot, been through a lot, seen a lot, had a lot to go against at a young age. So now that we older, the ones who was able to survive and overcome all that, we should be able to benefit off our names or benefit off old shit. Like I make more money than a lot of rappers who drop a lot.
For real.
You feel me? Like, I'm, like, you know, I try not to put this shit in people's face because I'm humble, you know what I'm saying? But I get cake, and I don't got to do shit illegal to get it either. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I could take care of everything I need to take care of, and I have money where I can do that and do other things as well. So, like, when it comes to that type of shit, like, I be just, my fans, they keep me grounded and keep me above water, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm gonna start making sure that I repay the favor, because I'm still lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still lit. People still want to hear me speak, hear me talk and rap, and you know that's a blessing. So I just need to capitalize, because I low key I ain't dropped. I think it's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years since I dropped a video in May.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be 2 years since I in May.
And you still stay on the float, huh?
Still doing it. Still could do a million views right now.
Yeah. You feel like you better than a lot of Chicago rappers or just rappers in general?
I feel like I'm top 5 in the rap to ever, like, this drill culture. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just feel like it's the people who listen to music and listen to everybody, they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's another reason why I was able to even maintain, because even though I'm not where I'm gonna be, a lot of people, they know the potential is there. Like, they don't question me as a musician. They just want to see me work.
Yeah, that consistency.
They know I'm raw. They know when I put my mind to this shit, I can out rap whoever I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I think I'm top 5 out of the drill culture, and I don't think that's really disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like once I'm going, it's not really too many niggas that can match me. So, you know, I gotta start taking advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna be 30, and that shit gonna be lame.
You say you top 5. Who would you say are the other 4?
Swerve, Herb. No, wait, I said Swerve and Herb, didn't I? I'm tweaking.
You talking about Dirk?
Yeah.
Dirk and Herb.
Dirk, Herb, Soul. Shit. You said Dirk, Herb, Soul, Polo, and me. Fuck you talking about? No cap.
Is Polo really a drill rapper though?
I wouldn't call it. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, and that's really like, I ain't gonna say he a drill rapper, but shit.
Cause you said top 5 drill though.
I don't know, because Cap got hits like on some other shit, but Cap, he like, you gotta go listen to his music that got him the clout that ended up getting him on. Like, he got a lot of drill songs that put him up there and got him to where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just had to be listening to him before he got on, before finding things and shit like that.
Yeah.
He is a drill rapper. He just not confined to his quarters like certain other niggas. Like, certain other niggas ain't shit but drill rappers. He's a drill rapper who got the talent and skill to do other things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't categorize him as a drill rapper, but out of respect of everything else that he put out.
Just that impact.
Yeah.
Y'all still locked in?
Yeah. Ain't no keys to them locks. We gonna be locked in always.
Bro, you ain't never, I don't think I ever heard you talk about Young Pappy. Did you ever listen to his music? I don't heard so many people say like he, in their opinion, is like one of the top lyricists that was taken before his time. Though.
Yeah, top. See, we talking about. See, that's what I should have broke it down. Top 5 lyrical niggas in the rap. Yeah, Pap should have been in there for sure. Pap should be top 5 lyricists. He
No, I was curious, man. I don't think I ever.
Pap was going crazy. I was actually finna lock in with Pap. My homie By Down and him, like he knew him since they was shorties. My homie By Down from the Community Greens up north, like like not by where he from, but all them up north niggas. The Cabrini Greens was from, well, a lot of them niggas was from, because that's what the projects was at up
where
north.
they shot Candyman?
Yeah.
That's North Chicago.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's serious up north too?
What is it? Definitely.
You know, you always hear about like South Side, East Side,
like the North Side. Where Pappy from, Polo from up north.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas up north get wild. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
He said what?
Man, it's just one of them parts of the city where people like always think, you know, it was one of them parts where by downtown, when gentrification started, that's where they started first, low key. That's where all the new apartments started popping up at, and the nice 2-3 flats, and you know, all of that type of shit, because it's by downtown. So when they started gentrifying shit and making shit look more uppity and urban and shit like that, up north was one of the first places to get that look.
For sure.
But other than that, it's crime going up north. Like anywhere else, like y'all just said, Cabrini Greens. Cabrini Greens, like the top 3 craziest projects in this whole city. Like, and it's been gone. Like, but everybody that know about the Cabrini Greens, like the Cabrini Greens was up north, but it wasn't too many other projects getting more money than the Cabrini Greens.
I just remember it from the Candyman.
Yeah, the Cabrini Greens was hectic. Like, really like that. Like, I don't know how they shot that movie. You know,
for real. Man,
used to be that crazy in there.
Damn, man, I'm feeling like I don't know if it's nothing you didn't touch on, man, but man, I know that you know, it's another exclusive, man. Is there any like shout outs you want to give? You know what I'm saying? Family, friends, what people need to be on the lookout for, let them know, bro.
Shout out to me and my team. Shout out to Throwback, man. Shout out to Throwback. We got the Leafs. I wish I could have showed them. I don't even have no Leafs in.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Throwback. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? We going up. We gonna be rich. Shout out to the guys.